Okay, good morning, everybody. So, I'm in my little craft space. I got like 3 crafts I want to do today for Christmas 2025. And, I want to bring y'all along so you could see what I'm doing. Okay. It's been such a long time since I've been in my little craft space in my basement. Yeah, so we're just gonna have a little fun down here. So I'm gonna show y'all all the stuff that I got. First of all, I went to Home Depot. The craft that I'm gonna do concerned, well, I had to go to Home Depot to get something. And the rest of everything else came from Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so craft number 1 is going to be this cute little shelves that I'm going to put together to go on my counter top in my kitchen, where my little coffee space is, just for the holidays. So in order to make that, I had to stop past Dollar Tree. Okay, so if you're going to try to make this project, what you're going to need is to get 2 of these cute little, well, I picked the snowmen. They have lots of different ones of these. They have snowmen, they have Santa Claus and all that stuff. I just opted out to get the snowmen. Now, these are little signs that you can hang up, but we're going to need these for our little project, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those, okay? So, you're going to need 2 of these. And I just picked up some snow. I don't know whether or not I'm going to use it, but I picked it up. And this was a new item at Dollar Tree this year. I didn't see these last year. These little holly berries. So I got 1 with snow on it. And I just got 2 of the plain, because I shouldn't have got these. I should have just got a plain, because if I want to put snow on it, I could use my spray and spray as much snow on it as I want. And for this project, you're going to need to get some of these little boxes. Now, I got, let's see, 2, 4, 6. I got 6 of these little boxes, and you can find these in like the craft section in Dollar Tree. We're gonna need these. So let's get started. We're going to have to spray paint these. So I'm thinking I'm going to spray paint them green. So let's go outside and we're going to spray paint these real quick in my backyard, okay? Okay, so we out back, out in my yard. It's a nice fall day. Trees have emptied out. All of the bushes have emptied out. The garden is asleep for the season. The pool is emptied out. Everything's good. So I'm glad it's not so cold out here. We could do some spray painting. Okay, so I just propped everything up real quick on this old makeshift box. So I'm going to spray paint these little boxes in this color green that I chose. I got this from Home Depot. So I'm going to be doing this with one hand because I didn't bring out my tripod. So we're going to do this real quick. And I'm not worrying about the sides because you're not going to see the sides. So I'm just focusing on the fronts and the backs of the boxes, okay? Yeah, maybe on the inside too, a little bit. And this is a hunter green. And again, spray painting inside the box is optional. I just chose to do that. And I'm basically focusing on the front sides of these boxes because that's the part everybody's going to see. Okay, so we're going to let them dry. I think one coat will be good enough for what we're doing. Yeah. So, again, you don't have to do the sides, but that's the OCD in me. So we're going to let these dry, and I'll be right back to finish up the rest of the project. Okay, while they dry outside, we're going to start with the next part of the project. Okay, so our little boxes have dried up. Nice and pretty and green. Okay. So now we're going to take these little guys that we got from Dollar Tree. And I forgot, I need to paint the backs of these. So what I did was I had some paint, some of this paint from Dollar Tree. And I think I'm going to do the backs of these red. So you're going to want to take these off because you're not going to need them. These are so cute. Take those tags off. Off. And I am going to, with my favorite little brush, just take some of this paint and put in here. And we're going to start painting this. So you guys get the idea. Now, I could have spray painted this while I was outside, but I don't know why I forgot. I wasn't paying attention, so make sure when you're doing your projects, anything that needs to be spray painted, just spray paint everything at the same time, you know, because if I would have thought of this and seen that this needed color on the back, I probably would have spray painted it the green while I was outside. But yeah, this is coming out really nice. I like that, the red. So I'm going to go ahead on and paint the other one, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we got them nice and painted nice and red. So we're going to let these dry, and we're going to start with the little green boxes. Now what we're going to do, and I forgot some of the boxes on the bottom I didn't paint, but that's okay. I'll paint them red. Yeah, I'll paint inside the boxes red. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue these together right where the stars are. Okay, remember I said you didn't have to worry about the inner parts. So you're going to take some hot glue. And we're going to bond these together. And just for extra security, I like to use a little bit of wood glue, because I plan for these to stay together at least, about good 2 seasons. Give me a second. Let me work with this glue top. Okay, we're back. All right. I always do too much. Just know that. Okay. You're going to glue them together like that. But be a little more neater than me. Okay, so that's how we're going to do. We're going to glue the other ones together. Okay, so basically we're going to do the same thing for all of them. And if I were you, I would paint them on the inside before you glue them. You know how when you do a project and you sit back and you look at it and you wonder, what could I have done to make it more easier? I think I should have, just spray painted everything and painted it the way that I wanted it before I glued it and stapled it together. But there's lots of ways you could do this. But I'm just showing you how, I put this together. And the ideas for this is endless. Now, I just used the hot glue, and basically I used the hot glue to hold it together until the wood glue dried. And then after that, I went in and I stapled them onto my 2 snowmen right here, because I'm going to have stuff sitting on them, and I wanted them to be as sturdy as possible. Now, I drew the lines on a slant, so what you can do before you glue anything down permanent or staple anything is take a marker and place your cabinets on like that, like what you see me doing. Place them on, and then just see how you want them to sit. I wanted mine to sit like on a slant. And then you could like draw your lines. And again, I'm just using the hot glue to hold down the wooden drawers until the wood glue stuck. And you know, it takes wood glue a couple hours, you know, before it sticks really, really good. I just wanted it to hold really well. So by the time I started to go in with my stapler, that the glue would be nice and good, and it wouldn't it would be nice and dry, and it wouldn't cake up and gunk up my heavy duty stapler. Okay, so keep that in mind. So yeah, so I know I always use too much glue. I always do. I'm a Maximus, I know. But you don't have to use this much glue. All you need is just enough to have all the drawers stick onto the snowmen. Just enough so they could dry. And then you could go in with your glue gun. Your stapler gun. I have the heavy duty stapler gun. I got that from Home Depot. It was about I want to say it was like about $10 to $12. You know, everything has gone up. But I had that heavy duty stapler for quite some time. And yeah, so make sure that wherever you gonna place these is how you want them to look, because once they're down, they're gonna be down. Okay, so I had to let them sit for a while and dry. And I noticed right then some of them was a little crooked. But this is why I was saying, you know, make sure that you got them the way how you want them to be. So don't make the mistakes that I made. Okay. So there, everything is drying. On one side is dried. So I had to do it kind of the old-fashioned way. Just line the drawers up on the other snowman, and just take a little Sharpie I got from Dollar Tree and just make a line where I want to put my hot glue and my wood glue to glue down the other snowman. And again, this is just to glue him down, to hold him up against the two drawers until I go in with something more sturdier, which is my stapler. And put a couple staples in, and it came out much sturdier, because with just the wood glue and the hot glue, it was kind of flimsy to me. And even though I'm not going to be putting anything really, really heavy on it, like this is going to hold little, you know, containers of coffee, teas, basically tea and candies and things to that nature, stuff that you could put in your coffees. You know, nothing really, really heavy. I did want it to be sturdy. See, there I go using too much. I be doing too much, okay? And see how some of it wasn't dry all the way. So this is the reason why I said I needed to go in with the stapler. You know, so just go in with the stapler and staple everything down, and you'll have a much better result. And again, make sure you know where you're gonna be putting gluing everything down. And yeah, I had to hold this until I came up with the bright idea to put a paint can on top and hold it down for about a good 20 minutes until it dried. And then I was able to start the next part of this project, which is my favorite part, decorating it. And there you see, I just finished. I didn't think to put it on camera, me stapling the cabinet, but you could see the staples right underneath his nose. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. And I'm pretty much pleased. And again, you could do whatever you like if you make this. You could put tinsel in front of it. You could put glue down reindeers across the front. I mean, the ideas are endless with this, okay? But I'm gonna have it on my coffee counter. So yeah, there's a picture of the stapler gun that I used. And yeah, so right there you see I stapled, and I stapled right there, just where the drawers are, to keep it nice and sturdy. And see, it's really nice and sturdy now that I stapled. I used the high power stapler to just bang those staples into the wood, and it made it much more sturdier. See, look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Now, that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be sturdy. Okay, so now here's our best part, decorating. Now, I wasn't crazy about that tree. So what I figured out I was going to do is change it up. And I did scrape up his nose a little bit, so I'm going to go over his nose with some orange paint. And I'm going to go over it with some green metallic paints that I got from Walmart. All of those folk art paint and this creamy, oh my goodness, this metallic green paint is so yummy and beautiful. Look at that. And I got this from Walmart, and it was like $2 and some change, like $2.49 I want to say. But I know I'm going to have lots of other projects before Christmas, and I'm going to need to use that green. Look at that. It's such a nice creamy, rich, metallic green. So I think that would do a nice, it would make a nice color to go over the traditional winter green that I used. And you could see when it goes on the difference that it makes, the shimmer that it's putting into the green that I used, the hunter green that I used. And yeah, I like the shimmer, and I like the way how this metallic green made the dark green just pop underneath. And look at me, I'm dripping it, making a mess. Use a bigger paintbrush. At this point in the project, I was using what I had on hand, and I didn't have any more large paintbrushes on hand. And I didn't want to stop what I was doing to run the Dollar Tree. That seemed like when I go to Dollar Tree, that burns up so much of my day because I just can't go in and out. I have to walk around and look at stuff, and I have so much to do. I have 3 other projects, well, basically 4 other projects that are coming up before 25 days to Christmas. So stay tuned. I'm going to be making a Frosty the Snowman hat for a friend of mine. And that's going to be the grand finale project. So I'm going to show you guys how I made it. And you could either use that Frosty hat as a tree topper or a centerpiece for your table. And that'll be in the next series. Well, the series after the next. Okay, stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all. But there, so you could see the difference in that green, that metallic green on top of the winter green as an undertone. The winter green as an undertone is really nice, but this metallic is everything. And yeah, I did say use a bigger paintbrush, but you know, like I said, I was just using what was on hand, what I had on hand. And again, this is folk art, and it's a metallic green, and it is such a beautiful, shiny, metallic green. If you had anything you need to paint green for the holidays, this is a go-to, okay? So there, it's coming out really, really nice. And the good thing about folk art paint is it takes not that long to dry. This paint always dry, even the regular folk art or the metallic. It dries within a matter of minutes. Like, I think it was like 10 minutes, and it was dry to the touch. You know, so that's what I always liked about folk art. Now, I didn't paint the back with another coat, but I will go over and paint the back and the underside right there. I'm going to go in and paint with the regular green. I don't think I'm going to do the metallic back there, but that's your choice. If you do this project, you could always go in and do whatever you like, whatever colors you like. You know, I'm just showing you what I did as far as with making this. And the snowman is going to complement my little theme for my kitchen coffee area. Okay. So there. So again, this is the best part I like, and that's decorating Frosty. So we're going to give him a little facelift and a little, you know, pick me up around him. So I wasn't crazy about that tree. So we're going to give him some real greenery. And all these picks I got from Dollar Tree. And yeah, so basically I just broke off some of those branches and hot glued everything down. And I did go in later on and cover up those staples with some paint, so you wouldn't be able to like see the staples if you just look right at. Once my guests come to the my Christmas party, when they look at it, they won't be able to see the staples. So yeah, we're just going to give them some nice little greenery. And you could decorate this any way you like. I just chose to do some greenery with some halle berries or holly berry or whatever they are. And but the ideas is endless. And like I said, they had a gingerbread man there in these little signs, because all these are, the snowmen are signs that you could hang up, but I chose to use them to do this project, to be the size of my little, I don't know what you would call this. What would you call this? Because I plan on putting like coffees and tea bags and things to that nature. Anything that would be small enough to fit in the little cubbies. But what would you call this? Let me know in the comments. What would you call this? I don't know. I think it's cute. But and it'll be functional, and I think everybody will like it and be asking me, where did I get it? And I'll just direct them to this video. So, and how about that? How about if you know anyone who, might like making this little craft, share this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps me out, and it boosts me up in the algorithm. And you learn a little something for, making something for yourself, or, your Christmas decor. Okay, so right there I'm going in with a little orange paint to give him a little nose job, because I did scratch him up a little bit while I was tossing them and turning them. So there I'm going to go in all of these paints I had on hand with a little Waverly white. It's like a creamy color Waverly paint. But you could use any color paint. I just used that because, again, that's what I had on hand. And I'm going over the staples, because I happened to staple everywhere that was white on the snowman. But no biggie. If you staple on like where his red scarf is, you just go over the metal stapler part in red. And nobody's gonna know, right? Nobody's gonna know. And I always loved this part of the project, decorating and putting all the glitter and things to that nature on. It's kind of therapeutic for me. And I like to see the art come to life. And yeah, I did use scissors to put on the paint. So for all the scissor police out there, I wiped it off. I'm an artist. And artists, we use anything we could get our hands on to get our point across, especially if we're painting, okay? So there, those little sponges, you could find those at Dollar Tree. And I just went in and dabbed on the white, on where the staplers were, to like blend it in. And voila. You see there? You can't even see the staplers. So now I'm going to go in with some Elmer's spray adhesive. I was going to say spray glue. It's spray adhesive. Well, it is a kind of a glue. And you could get spray adhesive at Dollar Tree, but it's not Elmer's. I got that Elmer's from Walmart. But in my Dollar Tree, they do have a spray adhesive, but I don't know how strong it is. I never used it, okay? So let's keep that in mind. And I don't know what made me do that, to just think it would stick by me throwing it on. So, and I hate to waste product. And those snowflakes I had from last season, for a project that I used, Christmas project last year. So yeah, I hate wasting products, so I decided to just turn him on his back and spray the adhesive and just sprinkle all the snow down and blow off any that was due to be like fallout. So everything that's stuck, it's stuck with the Elmer's spray adhesive. And yeah, I'm going in right there with a little glitter. I got that glitter from Walmart, and I'm going in right there with a little more spray adhesive, just so my yummy glitter can lay down nice and flat. And yeah, going in with some more adhesive, because here's the thing, certain areas I wanted more concentrated with more snow. But again, if you're doing this for your own kitchen or area where you want to, have, little yummy things to display, or treats for people to walk by and snatch up, then, I mean, you could decorate this in any theme you want that's for you and your theme, wherever it is in your home. All you have to do is just find the signs to you. And I think Dollar Tree also had, like how I got the snowmen, they had gingerbread men too. Signs that you could hang up, that you could also use as the side pieces for your stand. See that? Yeah, I believe they did. I think I did see gingerbread men. And now that I'm thinking about it, the next time I go up Dollar Tree, I think I'm going to grab up some of those gingerbread men and make another one of these to go in the great room. So when the kids are in there watching movies and stuff like that, I could put their bags of popcorn and stuff inside of this, and they could grab them out and then just pop their popcorn. But yeah, look at that. He came out so cute. So cute, cute, cute. The ideas are endless, you guys. And we're going to do this other side, and I'll show you the end result. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you like this craft. And if you try it, let me know. Take some pictures, put in the comments, and let me see what did you do differently. So I think it looks cute. It goes nice with my little countertop. I'm still getting everything ready, still putting together my little countertop, coffee countertop. But stay tuned for the next series, because I'm going to be making Frosty the Snowman hat for a good friend of mine. And every time everyone comes over, they always ask me, where did I get that hat from? And I tell them I made it. So now I'm going to do a video showing you guys exactly how I made it. But yeah, I think this came out pretty cool, right? And the ideas is endless. Look at all that snow on him. He's so cute. So yeah, stay tuned for this in the next series. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I made this hat. And it is a showstopper. You could use this as a tree topper or a nice centerpiece for your table, like how I'm using it for my kitchenette table. So thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this video. And remember, watch the next series and take care of yourselves and each other.